Hi there guys, I'm just doing the rocker cover gasket on my Lupo 3L, and I thought I'd just do a quick little video just to show you how to do it and what I found on the way really. So this is my 2002 Lupo 3L. As you can see, I've removed the rocker cover now. All you have to do to remove the rocker cover is there's these two little clips just here on the timing belt cover. You unclip them and then this cover just lifts off over the top of the rocker cover itself. And then I'll show you my rocker cover. It's got these 10mm bolts in the top of the rocker cover, and that just sits in there like that. You just undo them 10mm bolts all the way around, and you should be able to pull the rocker cover off. You'll find though it does try and catch on this end under the cam pulley. You can see it's got these little timing marks on the end of the cam. I had to turn the engine over just so I could get it to the right position where they didn't catch, and then you just wiggle it out and it comes out. You'll find these bolts won't drop out the rocker cover though because they're connected to the gasket on the inside. So then once you've got your rocker cover off, all you do is you just literally just pull your gasket out, get your new gasket. Now this is my new Febby one I've just bought to put in, and that just pushes in there. I did find that on the gasket I had to trim it just on this inside edge here. It had a little lip on it. I assume it was maybe one for a 1.4 TDI or something like that. So, but I just trimmed them off with a sharp knife and it's perfectly fine now. And then once you've got your gasket on, take your little bolts, because all the bolts come out and they sit in the rubber. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one-handed or not, but you just push. I'll pick the hardest one to do this one. I'll do this one one-handed. You just push it through the gasket like that, and that's how they don't drop out. So they just hold into the gasket. So I'll get the rest of my bolts in and then I'll show you how to get it back on. So the next step is I've got all my bolts back in my rocker cover, and then what you need to do, you have to clean up this surface all around here, around the edges. That's where your gasket's going to sit, and it gets covered in oil and bits of carbon build up and all sorts. Mine wasn't that dirty really, I just got some chemical wipes, wiped it all down. You'll find though that you're going to have to replace the silicone. That's just, it has a little bead of silicone just on the end of where the cam is on both ends. That's so it doesn't leak in these tight corners, which was the problem mine was having. It was leaking on this end here. So this is why I'm changing mine. So I'll go and grab my gasket sealer and put a bit on, and then try and get it back on. As you can see now, we're going to set a little bead of silicone just there, just in the end. Same on this end, just right along there. So now I'm going to take my rocker cover and put it back on and tighten up the bolts. Right, so as you can see now, done up my bolts around my rocker cover. You don't want to over tighten these as it'll nip your gasket and cut it. So just a little nip, or find the proper torque settings on the internet and use a torque wrench. But I didn't have a torque wrench to hand, so just nipped them up. As you can see, you might not be able to see, but just in the corner you can see the silicone's just squished out a little bit. Just means you've got really a good amount on. Then after you've got your bolts all tightened up, I tend to just tighten them opposites each other, and then you're getting it down nice and evenly. You just literally hook this cover back over, and then you just do this little clip up down here. You just literally push it on with your thumb, and to get those undone when you're starting this process, you just get a flat blade screwdriver, flick them off. Super easy to get off. then you just have to put this little clamp, hose clamp back on. Just use a pair of grips. This, squeeze it, pull it off. You'll have fun pulling that off. I did. A bit stuck. So yeah, there you go. So I hope you liked my video of me doing my rocker cover gasket. Something I just did think about, you want to just leave it now. I'm going to leave mine till tomorrow to give it all night for the silicone to cure before I start the engine again. Otherwise the oil could potentially wash the silicone away. Cause it won't be that much oil at the top of your engine anyway, that high up, but you're better off just letting it set. You don't want it to be leaking in a few weeks time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.